Tributes have been pouring in for Hollywood actress Raquel Welch, who passed away peacefully early this morning after a brief illness, her management company reported on Wednesday. The 82-year-old enjoyed a long career in cinema, earning the respect of critics and the public with roles in films such as Henny Calder and Legally Blonde. But one radio star upset the Chicago-born star with his supercilious line of questioning. As the 70s began, Welch was among a legion of actresses attempting to secure critical acclaim for their endeavors on screen. Before her Golden Globe-winning turn in 1975's The Three Musketeers, Welch was well known as an international sex symbol after her turn in the 1966 film 1 Million Years B.C. Within the flick, she had only 3 lines of dialogue, yet images of her in a doe-skin bikini became one of the Time's biggest-selling posters, and launched her career, and the adulation that followed. Such was the poster's significance, Time magazine placed it at number 6 in its top 10 bikinis in pop culture in a 2011 listing. This in turn secured her a number of roles, but the actress was keen to make it known that she was more than just a pretty face. And in an interview with the late John Tidmarsh, who presented the Today program on BBC Radio 4 between 1968 and 1969, she made it clear that she was a force to be reckoned with. During a spell the year after he left his main presenting duties, Tidmarsh interviewed Welch, and asked her if she felt that one day she could become a great actress. "I really don't know, I can't forecast the future," the actress replied before being asked if that was her ambition. She continued, "I would like to work in parts that I'm interested in, and somehow I just don't think that this interview is very definitive. It seems very supercilious, superficial, all the questions, if you don't mind me saying so." Ruffled, Tidmarsh noted that "didn't mind you saying so. But you haven't actually answered many of the questions," which left the actress furious. Welch said, "No, because I think they are presupposed, and you're trying to put words into my mouth." After Tidmarsh apologized, Welch replied, "There's no need to be sorry, it is just the way it is. Goodbye," then terminating the interview. Though her sex appeal was well documented during the 60s, away from the camera Welch described her private life as totally different. Once, according to Chris Stratter's 2007 book The Encyclopedia of 60s Cool, a celebration of the grooviest people, events, and artifacts of the 1960s, she claimed, "What I do on the screen is not to be equated with what I do in my private life. Privately, I am understated and dislike any hoopla." In another interview, she added, "I was not brought up to be a sex symbol, nor is it in my nature to be one. The fact that I became one is probably the loveliest, most glamorous, and fortunate misunderstanding." Across her 50 years on the screen, Welch would go on to secure roles in 30 films as well as in numerous TV series and appearances. During the 70s, she was also hailed by Playboy magazine as its most desired woman of the decade. Upon learning of her death, Welch's Legally Blonde co-star, the Oscar-winning actress Reese Witherspoon, said she was so sad to hear about Raquel Welch's passing. She added, "I loved working with her on Legally Blonde. She was elegant, professional and glamorous beyond belief. Simply stunning." Another of Welch's contemporaries to issue a tribute was Little House on the Prairie star Melissa Gilbert. She wrote on Instagram, "There are people one aspires to be like, and then there are those you know you'll just never be like because they are just so individually undeniably themselves. This woman was one of those people. R.I.P. Robert Wagner, who starred in the Austin Powers franchise and The Pink Panther, described Welch as being an incredibly gifted woman with such a beautiful soul. In the statement confirming her death, Media4, Welch's management company, said the actress was a legendary bombshell of film, television and stage. It continued, the Golden Globe winner, in more recent years, was involved in a very successful line of wigs. Raquel leaves behind her 2 children, son Damon Welch and her daughter, Tawny Welch. Actor Paul Feig, who worked with her on the TV series Sabrina the Teenage Witch, added, kind, funny and a true superstar whom I was pretty much in love with for most of my childhood. We've lost a true icon. She was born in September 1940 to parents Armando Tejada, a Bolivian aeronautical engineer, and Josephine Sarah Hall, and they soon relocated to California when Welch was 2. Among her family, Welch counted Lydia Guilar Tejada, who became Bolivia's first ever female president.